Hi everybody. Today I just wanted to do this short video for you just to talk about choosing the right reference image for your drawing. Now it's really important to try and get a clear and high resolution image because you want to be able to see that fine detail in the fur and in the eyes. Um, Avoid blurry or pixelated images because that's just going to make it so much harder for you to actually pull out those details, especially as a beginner, and seeing all of those little details that you need to get that realism in your drawing. Now, good lighting is also important. If you can, take your photo in natural light. I know it's a little bit harder with cats being inside cats, but maybe closer to a window and that sort of thing, just to get so you're not getting that false sort of coloured light affecting your image. Make sure though that you avoid any sort of harsh shadows or overexposure because again that's going to obscure those details that we're looking for in our reference photo. Now these are just 3 images I've taken of my cat Eva, and you can see in this one here, this is a low resolution image. You can see that the fur is a little bit out of focus. You can't really see the fine detail in the hairs here of her ear, for example. So this is one I probably wouldn't use. This one here is a little bit better with the resolution, but the color's off. So it's casting a real yellow sort of tone to the whole image, and that's not the color of her. So again, one that I probably wouldn't use. Now this one here, the lighting is great. It's a high resolution image. You can see all the different little strands of hair in her ear. You can see the different hairs coming out above her eyes, and her eyes are lovely and clear, and you're seeing those colors. So this is a great one. This is one I would definitely use if I was going to draw Eva. Another thing to look out for is just the composition and the expression within your animal. So as you can see in this one, she's looking a little bit bored. I think she's had enough of her photo being taken. So it's probably not one I'd want to use as an actual drawing. This one here, on the other hand, she's got that slight tilt to her face. She's looking off into the distance. She's nice and clear. So again, expression-wise, that would be a good one. Consider your background. I think especially when you're starting out, keep your background simple. You want a blurry, out of focus background, something that's just nice and plain. You don't want to have a really intricate, detailed background behind your subject because it detracts from what you're actually drawing. So to start with, just try and keep that as simple as you can with the background. Now, if you are drawing a portrait of an animal that's perhaps no longer with us, or you can't get another photograph of that animal, we've sometimes got to be a little bit creative in how we choose reference images to get a really beautiful drawing done. So if that's the case and you haven't got a good image, try and pool as much images of that animal together as you can so that when you do come to an area that maybe is blurred or out of focus, you can make reference to another one to fill the gaps, so to speak. I find a lot of older photographs, you sometimes can see no detail in the eyes, for example. So what I would do there is, if I can't get that from another photo of that actual animal, you can go on and try and find another reference image of the same breed that does have that clarity in the eye, for example. And you just have to do a little bit of copying from there so that you can actually fill in the gap. Now, where would you find those reference images? There are numerous sites that offer copyright-free images. 3 of the main ones are Unsplash, Pixabay, and Pexels. And they're all copyright-free images for you to use in your artwork. So feel free to have a look at those and get some inspiration from there. They have some lovely, lovely photos. If you do use another person's photograph, even if it's on these sites, always make sure you've got their permission, and always make sure that you credit them. Not only is it the right thing to do, but it's their artwork by taking that photograph. So I think it's just nice to give a nod to them for their art. So final thoughts. Clear and high quality resolution images, definitely. Look for good lighting. You don't want anything to be obscured in your photograph if you can help it. Good expressions, nice composition is important, and a simple background. And remember that choosing your reference photo is a part of creating that artwork. Spend a little bit of time on this. It's an important part of the process, because the better an image you've got to start with as your reference, then the better quality of drawing you'll produce. So I hope some of those tips have been helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next one.